what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
AI. Absolute Ignorance. With Jon Reep.
That's me, but I am not alone. I am joined by the Alan Jackson and Coble Hartman, who are sitting to my left in a virtual... how would you describe this, boys? Coble, you take it.
Yeah, we're like in a virtual workroom, virtual office. I set up a virtual AI studio for us to record in now. So,
yeah, exactly.
And we're all
hope
wearing...
you like it, John.
I do. I would redraw my desk so that I could lean back right now. Because I should take a picture. I should have set up a camera in my office so you guys can see my posture right now of how I'm actually sitting here. Because so I'm in my house. Alan is where are you, Alan? Actually,
I'm at my offices. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And then Coble, where are you?
I'm in my bedroom right now. Yeah.
Okay. And so we're all three in different locations. And when you join this thing, it will ask you to sort of draw your desk. And I could have done that because I have a desk. I've got my little office in my new place, which I love. And I could have drawn with the controllers the actual desk and sat there. And I thought, well, I want to be comfortable. So I've got a couch in my office, too. And I thought, well, I'll sit on the couch and I'll use my chair, office chair, as the desk. And then so I kind of leaned forward to create the desk, and then I would lean back and it would all disappear. So I'm literally sitting on a couch, bent over. I look like a question mark sitting on a couch.
Well, so let me ask John, do you need to see your desk? Because if you don't, if you lean back and just get comfortable, can you still see us?
No, you will go away, and what appears is my office. Like I see my actual, I guess you call it the
I see.
Work through. But you can still see
John
me.
has gone into when John does that, for those of you that may be watching the video version of this show, John goes into what looks like a meditative state with his avatar. His avatar is doing a kind of a yoga holding pose.
He's astral projecting right now elsewhere.
Yeah, his eyes are closed. He seems pretty peaceful.
But can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you great. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's all I need for now. And then if I need to see something, I'll lean forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're saying you're just going to lean back, and we're just going to see yoga meditative.
Yeah,
John.
Right now you're just
How about
there
now?
He is.
Hey,
he's back.
Yeah. Before you were just in like a catatonic state.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
what happens if you guys lean back? Anything happen?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm in a rolling chair, so I'll.
Oh wow!
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens.
This is what you looked like.
Okay, so you turn it almost like a ghost, like Patrick Swayze, like a ghost version of you. Pass through, Coble.
Right, here I go.
Yeah, let's look at Alan's.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Some things are turning. You got to back way. You must have.
Oh wait, I gotta go way back. Hold on.
Yeah,
Really outlined.
I went back. Oh, there you go.
There he goes. Pass through Alan. Looks very peaceful.
Yeah.
I do like your
I
avatar.
like pass through Alan. I won't pass through Alan to be permanent Alan. I like it to be the way I always
Very
act.
peaceful state.
Yes.
Well, that's our current situation. I like this, so that's what I do like it, Alan. I would change that one thing about
You've
my
got to
desk.
change your desk setup and just get more comfortable with it. Yeah.
I got to figure out how to draw a boundary in such a way that I can be able to move around and go where I want without it turning off and worrying about me tripping over something. Like, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. What happens if I take off the headset so I can see it to physically put this plug in the side of it? Will everything go away?
It'll stop recording for sure.
Oh man!
Can you feel my plug, John, is on my left hand side.
Okay.
And it's right below the strap.
I think. Strap. Left hand.
The little strap that connects to your head strap.
Below
below it on
Got
your
it.
left hand side, there's a slot, and that's where that cord goes.
I think I got it, boys. Boom! Alan Jackson, you're a genius.
I've never heard someone describe where a port is better than Alan just did.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
Well,
what
he
I
also
do.
knew where to find my menu button on my remote.
Exactly. I couldn't explain it better.
I'm-
I think that's a marketable skill you put on your resume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know how to talk to people and explain things
Yeah.
in a very easy way.
You
Yeah,
would be
so-
very good at like a 1-800 number type situation. Like I used to work at public storage, the 1-800 number.
Okay.
And people would call in, be like, "Yeah, I'm moving, and I gotta," and they would make you go through the list of questions, like, "Well, how many bedrooms do you currently have?" "Oh, I got 4 bedrooms." "Okay, so would you say yeah?" And so you would go down this list, and eventually you would walk people through exactly, even though they didn't know how much room that they needed.
Right.
I feel like you have that skill, the Alan Jackson, without having.
Were
take
you
a
able to
class.
upsell them a lot of times? Like you sold them more than they really needed for moving?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, "Don't you want space to walk around in there?"
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Don't
I
you
could get
did you
everything in there.
commission?
Yeah, you get a little bit of a little something, something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was actually, the only job I ever had since 1998. When I would tell people like I've not had a real job since '98, which I'm actually lying, because for 2 months I worked at Public Storage when I first moved to LA before I got a college agent, and you have to take before they let you on the floor to actually be taking the calls. You know, you have to go through training, but it's paid training, and so they pay you to learn the system for about a month, and then I did that for a month, taking their money, learning their system, and then I got an agent and I quit.
That reminds me of this Keel and Peele sketch when they're like trying to figure out how to rob a bank, and they're like, "Here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna sneak in there, we're gonna apply for a job, we're gonna work there for 30, 40 years, and they're gonna put the money directly into our accounts, and then by the time we're done, we're gonna walk out, and they're not even gonna know they were robbed."
Watching your avatar as you were talking, Coble, it's you got nice lips.
You do too, because you have my lips.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't change that.
You're
one.
very pretty today.
Both of you look a second. Oh yeah, look at those lips. God, those are luscious.
What happens if
Yeah,
you?
that's supple.
Can you pucker, Coble?
Oh, it can't know what my
Yeah.
mouth looks like. So,
But it is moving pretty accurately as you're talking.
So is yours, yeah.
But it can't do like mwah,
No, yeah.
anything.
I was a little confused.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome to AI Absolute Ignorance with me, Jon Reep, Alan Jackson, and Coble Hartman. And we took a week off, or do we take 2 weeks off?
I think we took 2 weeks off.
We took 2 weeks off.
We did the cruise, and then Thanksgiving week was just kind of crazy.
I got sick. Yeah, so the cruise, we didn't do one. I came back and I was sick. I actually had COVID. I don't know if I told you guys that.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that. COVID is coming back around. It's making a resurgence. So
Yeah.
I've got one coworker that's got it. Got my parents have got it now. So,
Oh my God.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, I came off the cruise ship. Well, I was sick on the cruise ship on a Wednesday. So for the cruise, we've been talking about this for 2 years. And one of the things I was selling about this cruise was that you get to see me do stand-up comedy one night along with 2 of my buddies. And that is the night I got sick. So I had to cancel the stand-up comedy portion of the cruise that I've been talking about for 2 years. That was the main selling point. Comedy. And then I had to cancel that. So luckily, 2 other guys filled in, plus Isaiah. So I don't know if... Yeah, I owe people. I did make it up to him.
Did some stand up. Yeah.
He I didn't see it, but he went up there for about 10 minutes, and I missed it, so I can't really.
And the room went quiet, and yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a
Look,
couple.
I still credit intern Isaiah with doing something I could never do, which is get up on stage and try to be funny. So,
It's true. He's very
power to him.
resilient, I guess, is a great
Yes.
way to put it.
Right, he doesn't have that gene within us to
What's
to,
it?
to say,
Shame
don't
gene
do
or
that.
the-
Shame. That's what I'm thinking. No shame. That's true. That's what it is.
Yeah. You
So anyway,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think you kind of probably to be some sort of performer, you got to be able to put some shame away
Right.
and just get past that. And Isaiah's got past it like really quick. So
right out
he
the
has
gate.
no shame at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got that, so I got sick, came home, yada, yada, and then tested for, I thought I had strep or a sinus infection, but then I had to go do Dallas. I had 4 shows in Dallas the next weekend. And then that's when they said, "Oh, don't worry, you don't have strep, you don't have sinus infection, it's COVID." I'm like,
Don't worry, you don't have something simple. You have this thing that's killed people.
You have that killed a million people like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I went in there all confident, like, just give me a Z-Pack. I know what it is. All right. It's strep. Just give me the Z-Pack so I can get out of here. And they're like, well, let's just test you while you're here. So she was being sarcastic to me. She was like, oh no, thinking that I self-diagnosed myself and that I know everything. The doctor was like, oh no, don't worry. You're correct. You don't have a sinus. You don't have to worry. It's not a sinus. You don't have strep throat. It's COVID. And I was like, oh, whoopsie daisy. I was wrong about that. But, she said, well, you probably got it on the ship because you told me you were sick that one day. That was a week ago. Mm-hmm. So if you take this medication by Friday, you should be good to go. And I went but I feel good now. But that's just in case there are people who are hanging on every word, every episode. That's why we've missed 2 weeks.
Yeah, it has been 2 weeks. We've been absent.
Yeah.
Probably we'll have a week or so here in the near future with the Christmas time. We'll have to take off too, but
Yeah, just the holidays. It's pretty.
we'll try to
busy.
keep that a minimum. Yeah.
What are our topics today, boys?
So John, have you been following much of I figured let's talk AI for a bit just because the show is named that.
Wait, before we do that, real quick, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sure.
Because we were talking off air for a minute.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out my avatar. Okay. And have you guys commented on my uniform?
We haven't. No. So
the viewers
go ahead,
might be
John.
curious why I'm wearing, a football outfit.
I don't really know if I want to talk about this, but that's fine. John, for those of you listening on audio, John is regaling us with his avatar wearing a red. I think that's red. Isn't that red? I'm colorblind, so I'm not quite sure.
It's pretty red. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's red. A red football jersey. Mm-hmm. Did you get to choose the number for this avatar, or is it just a generic number?
Generic number.
Okay. It's number 54. I don't know if that has some significance or not. So. John, please tell us, why are you wearing a red football jersey
I'm only
for your avatar?
bringing this up for the people who are maybe watching us on YouTube. Hang on. That thing wasn't charging. Now I'm plugging it back in. This whole time I thought it was charging. It just said that's why. Now I'm assuming everything is plugged
John is doing
in.
something with his power cord. I assume that's what he's doing under the table.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing
Oh,
something
and he's
else.
meditating again.
He's passed through John, and he's back.
All right. Real quick. NC State beat Carolina. Yay!
Yeah.
That's in case my power dies.
Oh, so you're still not getting power?
I think I am, but it just popped up like it's low, so I don't know.
I have to say, I love animated John. Like this,
Animated
like
John is really fun. I'm just
yeah.
watching him the whole time. He's great.
It's like cartoon style, just like bouncy all over. Like I love it. It's good.
There's a lot of hand motions.
Yes, yeah.
I like when John's hands go underneath his desk and we don't know quite what's going on down
What's
there.
going on
Somebody
down
seems
there?
to be enjoying himself. Yep,
Looking
there you go.
down.
So,
See,
What if I went
some?
towards Coble?
Oh,
yeah, see, when you do, it goes into pass-through John mode.
Oh,
so pass-through
to
John.
get my head going like down towards the left of Coble. Anything there?
you got. I don't know, probably around here until you just got to go into meditation
You
mode.
get about halfway between you guys, and then you short out on us.
That's what happens in the real world, right, Coble?
Oh my God! Whoa! How'd you do that?
We just clapped.
That was an accident.
Yeah,
All right, do it
that's
again.
Here, do it again.
One,
do it again.
2, 3.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
It totally did it.
Let's try Alan. Let's reach across the desk and give Alan a high five.
Oh, he's got controllers. I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if we can do it.
I'm hitting my wall right now.
Yeah, I am
my
too.
hand goes this far.
It's got to be the controller.
yeah,
probably.
sorry, you're not cool enough. I guess.
What if we do a fist bump? Coble?
yeah. Nice.
Ooh.
That's pretty killer.
Let's try to shake hands and see what happens.
Nope.
Oh, just high five.
there you go.
High
Snap.
five. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now
That's all right.
let's do like we just scored a touchdown and they do this weird hand celebration, right? Just do a bunch of crap. I feel like we score a nickel every time we. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks,
right,
audio
well, that was
listeners,
fun.
for making it this far. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay,
No, that
so
was fun.
Alan,
That
I'll
was worth
cut
it.
you
That was
off.
good.
I had to just tell people why I'm wearing this stupid.
No, I get it. Yeah, NC State
outfit.
beat Carolina. It was
I
an
hope you're
ugly
still
game.
recording though. That's probably pretty.
Yeah, I
important.
still see the red dot.
All right, perfect.
Everybody
Okay,
still got a red dot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, Alan, what we got?
So, okay, I want to talk AI because I figured that's the name of the show. We try to do that. John, were you at all aware of all of the drama? You know, OpenAI, the company that does the whole Chat GPT that we use.
Right.
They had a little drama over the weekend. Did you hear about this?
Something about did they fire the CEO and then hired him back or something?
Correct. So the CEO of OpenAI got fired by his board. His board was only 3 people. Okay.
Oh, really?
And OpenAI is a nonprofit company. So
Yeah.
it's like not even like meant to be making a profit. They fired their CEO. People didn't know why. All the employees were upset. They were vowing to leave if they didn't hire this guy back. This guy got work at Microsoft instead. He was going to take all the employees from OpenAI with him to Microsoft, but then OpenAI changed their board members and hired the guy back. And so now everything's back to normal.
Wow.
And all that was some interesting drama. Here's what I thought was interesting, though, and I want to get your guys' take on it. Reading more about the guy who's the CEO, and his name is, oh, shoot, I already forgot it. Sam Altman, okay?
Okay.
Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI. And there were some articles that were kind of brought back up. I saw it for the first time, talking about the fact that he or some members of the board got some sort of presentation or got some sort of information about an artificial intelligence discovery that they said could threaten humanity.
Oh, boy.
That was brought up. And that's part of the reason, I think, why the board was kind of freaking out about the CEO or felt like maybe he was not taking things in a good direction. So I thought that was interesting to hear that there's supposedly some discovery of AI that even people at the company are like, this could threaten humanity. All right. Then it's got me thinking, reading up on an article. This is from several years ago. This is the guy, the CEO, Sam Altman.
Here we go.
He told a reporter several years ago that he has actually created a doomsday prepper situation for whenever AI does threaten humanity and take over things.
Right, because that's inevitable.
So he's actually got a whole setup to prepare for this. He has got guns, gold, potassium iodide. What is that? What potassium iodide is?
I mean, I understand what it is. I don't know what they would use it for, though.
Well, that's monkey's blood, man. You know, like if you get a cut or a bruise, you know, if you hurt yourself and you're bleeding, you put this on your wound and it
Is that what it is? Huh.
potassium iodide. No, I'm kidding.
Is it-
I think that's what it sounds like. I don't know what it is.
It sounds
Well,
like
you got-
it's just like a medical thing you would use, yeah.
He's got antibiotics, batteries, water, gas mask from the Israeli Defense Force in a big patch of land in Big Sur, California he can fly to.
Oh, wow.
So basically, this is a guy running the most powerful AI company going on right now. But he's got a doomsday prepper bunker
Island.
set up all ready to
An
go.
island. Yeah.
And as of last week, supposedly somebody saw an AI discovery that they think is now threatening humanity. am I the only one a little freaked out about all this? I mean,
No,
and should we be doing something to prep for
Should we be buying
Armageddon?
land?
Because I'm a little worried.
well, we
Yeah.
should be prepping, I think. But I don't know if we do it. I mean, okay, here's my take on it. This guy,
Yep.
Altman, would you say the people who work under him, they're not in the board? Like, how many employees work under him that saved his job? That we talking
There's like
1,000
400
people?
and some employees of OpenAI. Yeah.
So there's 400 people who are with him and only 3 people against him, right? Because you said the
Pretty
board
much.
is made up of 4 people, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that means to me that the board is ready to possibly move in a direction that might not be good for humanity and the people, because there's more of them, 400. I don't know. I guess it depends on, do you think people are inherently good or bad or worried about other humans?
I don't know. See, that's why I'm really confused by this whole thing. But just the fact that, again, here's the line exactly. It's like, ahead of CEO Sam Altman's 4 days in exile, several staff researchers wrote a letter to the board of directors warning of a powerful artificial intelligence discovery that they said could threaten humanity.
That's just a creepy sentence.
It is. And then the
Several
CEO,
staff. What is a staff researcher?
I guess just somebody that works at the company that their whole job is research.
Okay, so that person wrote a letter to the board of directors warning of this thing, and then he was
The
fired.
board fired Sam, the CEO. See, I think the board is actually trying to protect humanity.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
think
it's
the
other way
board got
around.
nervous. I
Yeah.
think the board got nervous because they saw this or they heard about this, and they think the Sam, the CEO, is kind of driving the company to do things that are more dangerous.
Right.
So now
Okay.
they fired him, but then employees who don't know about this stuff and don't think that anything is going wrong, like Sam, they were arguing they want him to come back, so they brought him back. But now I'm worried because they're bringing back the people that seem to be okay with whatever this discovery was, and they're cool with it, and they're kind of like just throwing caution in the wind, be like, "Hey, whatever, we'll just we'll see."
Do you
what happens."
think the people who worked under the 400 employees or whatever, like, is there a chance that he used AI to brainwash them into thinking that?
I mean, look, anything's possible at this point.
That he's
Right.
actually doing
Anything's
something good for humanity, and in reality, the board is the only one that has the truth. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. So, what is it? What do you think it is?
I don't know. What could be that
Well-
artificial intelligence discovery that could threaten humanity? And then, John, my question for you is, what would you have to have in your if the doomsday were coming? Okay, let's just say the machines rose up and we are on extinction. What would you want to have? What would you have in a bunker? What would you have in a prepper's situation? What do we need to keep? What do we
God,
need?
at this point, it's too late to try. For me, I don't have the skills to make a fallout shelter, or I have some money so I could buy things. I would have to buy, but my money wouldn't mean anything when it's all gone haywire.
Probably not. I would
So-
imagine the machines, that would be the first thing they would take out, is any chance of currency working.
I mean, I would have
Right.
to get guns because
Are we going with guns? I mean, is that kind of the understanding there?
just to protect yourself and what you do have, and then if shit gets really bad, well, hey, I got to take yours now. I have
So
a
then
gun.
guns becomes our currency. Because I guarantee you, the AI, if they were really trying to bring us down,
Yeah.
collapsing the economic system would be first, like making
Yeah.
money irrelevant. Like
Right.
currency has no bearing anymore, right?
Right.
$1's worth nothing. Yeah, I think you're right.
So
Yeah.
money don't mean
That
shit.
would freak
Yeah.
people out right away. That would
Yeah.
bring us to our knees.
And then the wealthy people would be the ones who have skills and land and access to food and water.
Right.
Those are the wealthy people. And then those are farmers. Those are that's that type of people. And you bet they got guns. And
Oh, yeah.
and they won't. People will be coming for them for the food and the water.
So we think farmers that are like farming crops and produce and all that, they would be in the best situation.
Well, probably
They have
just
land?
because you're going to need. Yeah, they got land. They're gonna have access. They know how to grow food, and they know how to farm the land and do all that stuff. And if you 9 times out of 10, those guys have already made their own little fallout shelter or bunker. If you think about it, definitely in Kansas, those states where tornadoes happen all the time, they've already got those shelters. My dad, he made a Y2K room. Remember when Y2K was going to knock out everything?
Yes. Tell me about this, John. I'm fascinated. What did he do? What was in there?
So, in my parents' extra bedroom, which they made into an office later on, my dad prepared for Y2K by buying tons of canned food and water, and there was we still have like nuts that we've not even touched. Different kinds of nuts, and there was a lot of beans. I remember baked beans, a lot of beans and nuts. All we needed was bologna. We could have been that guy. Please come home. I got beans and bologna. But no, he was convinced that Y2K was going to that was going to be it, and so he actually bought like. Tons of gold coins and silver coins.
Wow.
So I have that now that he left. And there's some beans left.
A lot of beans still left.
Some beans.
So one thing to consider is
it's food, right? Food and water and shelter.
Yeah. I think one thing to consider is like if you reread it here, artificial intelligence discovery that could threaten humanity. Threaten humanity how is my next question, because you guys are discussing like what they go after humans as in like they want to wipe us out, or like because there could be a lot of ways
full Terminator,
like full Terminator
TX-1000 mode here. That's what I'm envisioning.
I think there's a lot of ways, especially like journalism, like the way journalists try to phrase things, like threaten humanity can mean a couple things. I think we've heard for the past like couple years that AI is really threatening jobs. And that could, maybe they made an artificial intelligence discovery that just like automated way too many things that just has the potential to wipe out a million jobs.
All right. Well, okay, let's go with that. Let's say if it does. But that's still, think about the ripple effect of that. You wipe out 1 million jobs or so. Changes the scope of the economy, changes a lot of the job market. You get so many people unemployed. You get all these unemployed people that are now mad at these machines that have basically automated their job. They don't have any money. So then you got potential for uprising. You got potential for other kind of revolts. I mean, things could be a domino effect when this kind of stuff happens.
Starve and get mad and grab a gun and go rob a farmer or whoever it is that has things.
It's all the stair steps. I mean, it may
that's
be,
why I go.
Right. It may just be a very tangible thing that AI does. But that causes this snowball effect. The
ripple effect.
I think could
exactly.
get out of control. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's nothing huge. But when you say humanity, that's a good question, Coble. What exactly is humanity? Does that mean the idea that humans get to live? Or does that mean they get to live comfortably? Does that mean they get to live in happiness and peace? I don't know what the word, I guess I don't know what the actual definition of humanity is.
Or do they define humanity like we lose access to all old Seinfeld episodes on TV and streaming?
Exactly.
Right.
And like they're gone forever and people just...
Artificial intelligence, they were just sitting in a room and AI was like, I think cable should just go away. And OpenAI was like, oh my God, no. They're flipped out.
How are we going to see episodes of The Office without cable? So.
Didn't AI create, I thought I read this somewhere, that they created a never-ending Seinfeld episode that just plays
Oh, yeah. I heard
all the
about
time
that too.
somewhere?
So they analyzed all the episodes of Seinfeld and basically created one that's just never ending by stitching together plot lines from different ones that just keeps going and going and going.
That wouldn't surprise me.
It's also called TBS, I think, is the. Seriously, I turn on the cable channel. It's either Seinfeld or The Office, I think, is the two, right?
Yeah.
TBS, Seinfeld, Office, Friends. I see a lot. I don't know if that's on TBS, but there's one channel that's running Friends all the time now.
It's like Comedy Central does it too. Comedy Central shows Parks and Recreation and The Office like nonstop. So,
well, I did see the movie The Creator.
Ooh.
Oh, what'd you think of that?
And that was about AI and humanity. And how did they threaten humanity there? They apparently set off nuclear bombs. So if AI has access to nuclear missiles and warheads and it can set them off anytime they feel like, that would definitely threaten humanity. I mean, to me, that's the biggest threat that artificial intelligence can do. Like, I mean, it could set off, right? It could turn off the grid, right? So we'd have to learn how to farm it, but it can't physically like uproot your plants and kill your, those are commercial, kill your crops. You know, it can't physically do these things, but it can shut off things and it can launch a missile. So I don't know what else it could do. Let's worse than that.
If we consider like you know what like a Roomba is, right? Like the vacuum cleaners. Yeah. Well, you know that there's lawnmower versions. You know about this?
Yes.
So I mean, I think in the future you make people make these bigger. Just things get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more automated. Then AI, what's stopping AI from going, oh, I'm going to take this giant Roomba lawnmower and just destroy your whole, like, crop field. Like,
Right. If AI were to launch a war against human beings, we would go like, okay, well, there's a war, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug this.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe that would protect you. But but then also, as I was saying that, I'm thinking, well, if they were actually going to do that, they wouldn't tell you. It would just be a sneak attack. Like one day it would just happen. Yeah.
But you're thinking, John, that the best defense for us is just to unplug things?
If we know in advance that they're about to launch a war against us, then I would just go around
and unplug everything.
Unplug everything that is connected to the internet. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, battery life, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like battery life is so bad on so many things I own. The good news is that at least if we unplug everything, the batteries will only run for like a few hours probably. So I got a little bit of time.
Right.
I also think about
hopefully they got their batteries at like the Dollar General because the ones I get there just suck so bad.
Well, it's funny. The battery on this actual VR goggle, like I know it was. I'm up to 100% now, but beforehand, like before I gave this to you, Coble, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like I rarely used it, and it was just in a suitcase somewhere, and I thought, oh, well, I know the battery's dead on this. They picked it up. It was like, oh, you're at like 40%.
Yeah.
So if you're not using stuff, I guess like the sleep mode or whatever they do these days, batteries they seem to last longer to me, unless you get it at Dollar General or something, but. But yeah, no, I did see this film, long, but I thought it was good. I'm digging that whole idea of, I don't want this to happen, obviously, but I like AI. I love what it can do. I want it to do good things, but yeah, you're right. One bad human to program it. Now it says headset power is low. Please plug in your headset. But then I look over here, and it looks like it's up to 100. Oh, I just lost. I'm on yellow. My red dot went to yellow. And what's funny? I just talked about how great these batteries were.
Yeah. I think you
and
just
look
jinxed
over
it right there.
15%. I am still recording technically, but to your point, I wonder what that dude's up to. I wonder if the people on the board are the evil ones or the people who work below him are just the evil or ignorant or the nice ones. What's he up to? You're right. He's got a stash. I think everyone kind of does that. Maybe he was just joking kind of a deal when he was talking about it in general. But who knows, right?
I don't know. I mean, this is a direct quote from him. Granted, this is 2016. He said this.
Who was he talking to? Was he like an offhanded comment, like "I don't care because I have this," and then he laughed?
No, it was an actual interview. He told the New Yorker in 2016 he liked racing cars.
Yep.
He liked flying rented planes over California and prepping for survival.
Those are his three main
quote,
hobbies. His third main hobby is prepping for survival.
Prepping, that's his hobby. So he's like quoted as saying, "I try not to think about it too much, but I have guns, gold, potassium iodide, antibiotics, batteries, water, gas mask from the Israeli Defense Force, and a big patch of land in Big Sur I can fly to."
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a joke.
Well, if I had $1 billion, I mean, that's just something. At some point, you'd be like, "Well, I got so much money, I might as well do this." You know, I mean,
that's true. Maybe you're just bored one afternoon.
It's like, what am I going to do with all this money? Well, let me prep for in case the world ends, so I can keep other things. I don't know. You can't spend it all in one lifetime.
Now, I don't know, reading all these stories like in a row this weekend, and now it's causing me a little more concern than maybe I was before. Look, I love AI. I love everything I'm doing with it, but it does make a few questions come up. So,
well, did you guys hear that Chat GPT also did a huge upgrade where it can do more things now, like even create images like Discord can or something like that?
Well, OpenAI, the company that has ChatGPT, has that. What's the image?
Discord.
What's the name of the image?
Midjourney, yeah.
That's their program. No, Midjourney's not actually. They have another one that's like an image program, kind of like Midjourney.
Oh.
And I think they've kind of built that into ChatGPT now, the new 4.0. They did make it to where you can do voice chat with it for free. You don't have to actually upgrade and pay money to do voice chatting with your AI. So,
but it can search the web now
really
too.
Cool.
I know that.
What's that?
Oh,
they can search the web now too.
Oh yeah, and it's also very current. I asked it about football results from the weekend, and it knew all the results on everything. So it was very current and searching things. So it was pretty cool.
I still want to be able to use it to create memes and thumbnails for our show.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen AI animates meme?
No.
So let me see if I can find this. Yeah, here it is. So they used AI to start animating some famous image memes.
Okay.
Let's see if I can show it here.
Oh, the distracted boyfriend. I know that one.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the couple's walking together and he turns and looks at the other girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Wow. So
there it is.
It just stretches
that's
out.
now the distracted boyfriend meme, but like being animated by AI.
Oh, they made it a film almost instead of a picture.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but that's still kind of crazy.
What's really funny is
look at her. Look at the mad girlfriend. That's very
but take a look at the picture. Watch the girl on the left. Watch her face as she goes out of frame.
Okay.
Hold on.
The one with the red top, the hot one, supposedly. Oh,
see, her face gets all distorted.
She made a weird thing with her mouth there. Yeah. But the dude looked like he was whistling, like whoo.
Yeah,
the dude looks in the other direction.
Yeah, his eyes kind of go weird. Yeah.
Oh, like he's looking back at oh shit! I forgot she's over here.
But I mean, considering that it was an image before, that's still kind of crazy.
Yeah. You know what's funny is like Discord or whichever one I'm using, Alan. I forgot which Midjourney. The one that you gave me access to. It's not good with words. Like I'll say create a meme of I don't know Donald Trump wearing orange, celebrating getting paroled. I don't know, and then put these words on it. Like a meme has the words on the picture, and it can't do that.
Yeah, it's not good. It's never been good with words. It's weird. Like any image generation, it makes its own like language. If you tell it to do words, it's all like jumbled and weird.
Yeah, it looks like a weird German thing.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. There is something outside my house making noise. I don't know if you hear like a lawnmower or something. No, yeah, you're still good.
We don't hear anything, so we're good.
Good.
I thought this was kind of cool.
Hey,
Sure.
Alan, you can look up stuff right there,
Yeah.
right? Can you look up, it was Good Morning America, just had a piece on artificial intelligence.
Okay.
And I meant to bring that up. But it was this guy talking to his mom via Zoom. He's a reporter for, Good Morning America or Sunday Morning or something like that. And his mom is an elderly lady, probably like late 70s. And he's trying to teach her how to use it and do this kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, well, they got a lot of that from us, because I feel like we've talked about this before with my mom.
Good Morning America, like a teaching
Sunday
mother.
morning, maybe, yeah. So this dude, as he's talking to his mom via Zoom, like he has AI create an image of him talking to his mom via Zoom, and it puts up the 4 images, like what happens, the one that I use, Midjourney. So I guess he's using Midjourney, but. That he gives you the 4 images, and he throws it up there for his mom to see. And she goes, "Oh, it's almost right, but I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing this." He goes, "Mom, that's not even you."
Oh my gosh.
And she's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, none of these pictures are you or me. They just made it up."
How old do you think his mom is in this?
Oh, she's probably late 70s.
Do you know what AI is?
Artificial intelligence.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's machines inventing things instead of human minds doing it.
Artificial intelligence is quickly evolving.
Systems from Google and Microsoft creating art-generated.
Even diagnosing some potentially
Dolly,
deadly
that's what
diseases.
OpenAI.
CEO Sundar Pichai told us society must
60
quickly
Minutes.
adapt.
I
These
don't
guys
like it. I don't
talk
like
about it a lot.
thinking about it.
What scares you about AI?
It could get out of control.
Remember that movie 2001?
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I can't do that.
Maybe that could happen to you in your condo.
What would take over?
I don't know.
How about my microwave?
I can do some AI right now.
What do you mean?
I could ask it to write a haiku. On Zoom's windowed gaze, mother and son bridge the code. AI whispers hope.
Who wrote that?
A computer.
I liked it. But it's really promoting AI.
Yeah, kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
I can also do photos on AI.
Oh, wow.
I just emailed it to you.
Oh, wow. That's not now, though.
What do you mean?
It's a photo of me at another time with different clothes on.
But it's not you or me. A computer created that picture.
Oh, my God.
But look how accurate it is of her face. You can pause it right there. That is what I'm curious. Did they just do an update? Can I feed Midjourney an image and say, do something with this, but make it look like this or whatever?
You've always been able to do that, but it hasn't been good. Like you can upload an image and say, okay, this is me. Now make me like playing the piano. It can do it, but I know like as of like 4 months ago, it wasn't very refined. It might be better now.
Yeah, maybe it's gotten better.
Yeah,
because that image that he gave to his mom, I wonder if he did it right there on the fly, or if he gave it an image of her, or did he just say an old lady?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it looked so much like her that she said she didn't know it wasn't her.
Exactly. I was impressed by like the things like the Apple logo was super clear, like on the iMac. Just like little things like the back of his head, like I don't know. It was all very.
Oh yeah.
Like it looked.
They did a good job, but yeah. Are you playing with it now, Alan? Are you trying to?
Well,
do
I was going
something?
to put an image up and just see what it will do now.
Yeah. So have you worked with it recently?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to.
But you're going to use ChatGPTs, right? That's you're going to do.
Yeah. So if I actually send it a photo, And if I said, make a new version of this photo, but swap the faces of the three people.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Let's see what happened here.
We'll see what happens here if it can do this.
So all you did was click on the safety pin or the paper
the little paper clip and told it to upload that photo. I'm curious. Yeah, you can actually work with some photos now where you couldn't before. So we're trying a little, having it edit a photo. And it's thinking, creating an image.
Oh, wow.
And this is GBT4, right?
Yeah, this is version 4. Yeah.
Okay. So this is good. So then maybe you don't even need to use that other Mid-Journey.
Possibly. We can try a prompt just like we would have on the other app and just see if it
see which is
does it
better.
now.
And you could probably upload an image of you and say, this is me, make me doing something.
Yeah, this is Jon Reep. Oh, look at that. You look like the Jonas Brothers.
But it made all faces the same.
It did. It did some.
More or
Did
less.
it combine all the faces?
Yeah, they
Which
kind of all
face-
look pretty
Maybe?
similar.
Yeah, which face is it trying to do? Is it combining all of your
Notice
all those-
the shirts are pretty similar. If you look at the
Yeah,
shirts.
it pulled some of the
right?
same shirts and it got the same background behind them.
And they,
It's definitely not-
The two that had hats on both still have hats on,
but they're backwards.
but they're backwards now.
The one with the long hair still has.
They're still in
long-ish
front of a
hair.
lake, which is kind of cool. Right time of day.
Now, I wonder why it didn't do anything.
Create a photo that shows comedian Jon Reep in a football jersey.
Okay.
This will be interesting.
So now
Again,
you're
I just want to
saying
see how
create a
good this
photo.
is. It's built in the.
Because, John, I showed you a couple weeks ago.
It's saying I can create an image that matches your request without using the likeness of real individuals. I'll describe a person with a physique similar to that of a comedian, dressed in a football jersey, perhaps engaged in a comedic pose to give a sense of humor to the image. Let's proceed with this.
So
You specify the colors of any details of the football jersey.
Oh,
So it
okay.
won't use real people's imagery.
Well, that's without you giving it an image. You just typed in the words.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah.
See, their guidelines are interesting because they've been very about, protecting people's, I guess, identity,
Right.
and property, especially, because, John, you use it to create bits all the time, and it always says at the bottom now, this is, what does it say? I can't remember. It's this is in the style of whoever, tries to give credit to them.
There you go. So that's a comedian.
Right.
Someone making
So
a
you're
funny
saying it's a
face.
comedian
Yeah.
in a red and black football jersey.
Right.
Okay. Wow, by creating a person from scratch, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Now, let's
though.
do one more
I
here.
want to go
Let's
back
do,
to giving it an image. 'cause
Yeah,
it
let's
was not-
go. John, I got a bunch of your stuff here. Hold on. Let's find a picture of you.
Find any random picture of me, and maybe just don't give it a hard thing to do. See if it'll
Yeah.
say use this image. I don't know how you would phrase it. Make this image look like it's summer. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, remember when I used that Photoshop AI on you? I made it make you hold a saxophone, like little things like that.
Hold a saxophone.
Yeah, you remember that? I had you send me some pictures, and I made the Photoshop
Oh,
generator
yeah.
AI. I just
what-
there was a picture you gave me where it looked like you were playing something, but there was nothing there. So I made AI make you play a saxophone.
What app was that?
That was the Photoshop. That was Photoshop, and there's a generative AI thing in Photoshop where you can highlight a section and you can say whatever you want AI to do in that section. So I highlighted that section of you and I typed in, make him hold a saxophone, and I put in a saxophone.
I just got a notification saying we got 30 minutes left in this recording or something.
Yeah, I've actually only got a few more minutes myself. So take the character from this photo and put him on a football field.
Okay.
So I uploaded a photo of you, John, but it's a graphic that has some text and words on it.
Yeah.
And I just want to see if it can take the image off of this and put it on something else.
Jon Reep, I want to be your best friend. That was a thumbnail from a stand-up clip. and I'm on stage with a microphone in one hand. It looks like a drink in another, and it's just a thumbnail that we were using for a stand-up clip on YouTube, most likely.
And now we're just watching the little spinning wheel ChatGPT. Yes.
And this is the updated version. Now, I can do this on my phone probably too if I had this updated app, right?
See.
Yeah,
it's not going to want to take your likeness like it wants.
Yeah, it's not going to let you take a likeness, a true person, and manipulate it.
Well, which, like I said, it's pretty great. Like, especially with we've talked about how terrible misinformation can be before and things like that. If anyone could take a picture of Jon and make him look like he's beating up a small child on a street,
right? That
might not be good. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So, what if you give it permission, like we did with my voice? Like, what if you have when the voice AI that we use to replicate my voice? I had to first read a thing that said, "Hi, I am Jon Reep. I am giving you permission to use whatever." Is that something you could do for your image?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I bet it will be. Now that we just put it out there, because they're listening.
Well, so ChatGPT is getting smarter. I have growing concerns about the doomsday situation going on with AI.
I would still like to know what discovery was made. Absolutely, what discovery scared them so bad.
Yeah,
I would like to know that as well. Yeah,
because you gotta think, what else can it do? Like we know what right now what it can do, and we have theories as to what it could do to better society. But what did they find?
Well, what they could do. And Adam Carolla, I got to give him credit for this. He wrote a fake script called Navigen, where every smart car with GPS navigation that's hooked up to satellites and Wi-Fi or whatever, all the smart cars, Teslas, all of them, in the future, that's what all we'll have. And then AI will be like, okay, at this certain time, everyone's going to drive straight to the ocean. So, and that locks the doors. You can't get out, and you're screwed. Navigen tries to kill all humanity, but yeah. So that's mostly. I'm worried about nuclear missiles. Let me ask you this before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
What's the closest do we know nuclear missile to Hickory, North Carolina? I'm wondering if we're not going to be a target. Charlotte, maybe?
Charlotte would probably be one, yeah.
But are we far enough away from Charlotte?
Or Raleigh, maybe would probably be. I'd feel like a capital would probably be the target.
Well, Charlotte is the banking city.
That's
right?
true. That's true. The infrastructure's there.
And so if they wanted to wipe out us economically, that would be one reason why you would choose Charlotte. But I get the capital thing too, because that's your government's going down, by God.
Exactly.
They would go. It would definitely go New York. It would go D.C.
So Georgia looks like might be Kings Bay.
Yeah.
Those where we have them stored.
That's us.
Yeah.
As far as ones that are not United States owned, I don't know.
So we have one in Georgia, maybe more than that. That's out there publicly for us to know.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're hiding. But, okay, so I'm wondering just what the range is after seeing Oppenheimer, which I saw that too.
It's just a nice, cheerful post-Thanksgiving message and thought to have.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, my God. If you think about we watched The Creator and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And now I'm depressed.
And now we're planning our own doomsday bunker.
Yeah.
And
well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's great.
I'm thankful for another year of life.
Right. Maybe we'll make small bets as to when is AI going to pass the tipping point of something negative. Like, when's the first really bad thing going to happen?
Seeing this, it's even funnier how last time we talked about, Joe Biden's really making his moves with, making sure there's regulations after watching the Mission Impossible movie. So good thing we got that guy up there solving all these problems. So
Yeah, he's on top of it.
yeah, we're covered. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't watch The Creator because he'll probably totally freak out at that. So.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, watching this on YouTube, thanks. We're going to do better next time, I promise. We're still learning out the technology. When I say we, I'm talking about Jon Reep specifically. But I'll figure it out over here on this end, and we'll have
this
clips.
is a good setup.
thing.
We like this.
Yeah.
We like this setup, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we can change the room too for different episodes.
Yes, we can. This seemed to be the most relaxing, I thought. So I like this.
Yeah. We'll do this again 1 week from now, and leave us a comment. Like, are we going to put this on YouTube like we did the last one?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to leave a comment, you can on our YouTube. I guess it's my YouTube page. I'll put it up there, and let us know if there are any topics you want us to talk about, specifically about AI, or anything that you regarding this episode specifically, and we'll address it on the next episode. Right?
Yeah. Let us know if you want Jon to be this pretty next time too.
Oh yeah. Do you like my lips?
And the eyelashes too.
Maybe we should end it with a high five, Coble.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, well,
you guys,
for Alan Jackson, for Coble Hartman, I am Jon Reep, and you have been watching and or listening to AI, Absolute Ignorance with Jon Reep. Woo!
You demand Jon Reep.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.